Welcome back, everyone. In today's tutorial, we're going to show you guys exactly how to connect your WooCommerce website with TSeller. So if you sell on both platforms, you're selling on Takealot and you have a WooCommerce website, you can integrate everything into TSeller so that you can see all your sales, all your offers, and get all of your information in one central place. So to do that, we need to do the following. So first of all, you're going to open two tabs. You're going to open one with your WordPress website. So you're just going to go to your admin panel of your website and then also open TSeller. Then you can go ahead and you can do the following. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over to the top right of TSeller and you're going to click on account settings. Then you're going to click on more integrations. Then you see all the integrations that are available. So right now we have Takealot, WooCommerce, Shopify, and Makro. So you are going to see a connect button under WooCommerce, exactly like the Makro one. I have another WooCommerce store connected. So for me, it says add another. You can also add multiple stores to TSeller. You don't only have to add one website. So if you have multiple websites for multiple Takealot accounts, you can add more than one. You are not limited. So I'm going to click on add another. So we now need to connect the store. So we're currently on step one and you're thinking, what am I even looking at? I don't know where to find this. Well, luckily, that's why I'm here. And also to see it directly in front of you and follow step by step if you prefer reading, click on Setup Guide and it's going to open up this page. And we're also going to follow along with it right now so that you can see how to actually connect it. So the first thing you do is open up our WooCommerce dashboard and we're going to click on WooCommerce settings. So I've done that. I've clicked on WooCommerce settings and then we're going to go back here, open the advanced tab. So then we're going to go to advanced. Step 3 is navigate to the REST API. To do that, you're just going to look next to this page setup. There is a REST API option right there. Then we need to add a new API and then we need to obviously copy those keys into TSeller. So first thing is we need to add a new API. We're going to click on add key. Then we're going to give it a description. You can just name it TSeller. It really doesn't matter what you name it, but you can just copy the description from the top in the guide, or you can just type in TSeller. And then permissions, this is important. You need to put it on read/write. Otherwise, you will only be able to pull info and not update info back into your website. Then you're going to click on generate API key. And right there, we have the consumer key as well as the consumer secret. So you're going to copy both of those. So the first thing is the consumer key. I'm going to paste it in. The second thing is the consumer secret. I'm going to paste that in as well. Then we have store name. This is internally only. So you can name it whatever you want. This does not have to be your physical store name, but this is what you will see in TSeller. So I'm just calling it test A for the purpose of this video. Then you have your store URL. You are literally going to copy your website URL from the top, go to TSeller, paste in your store URL, and now we have everything that we need. So we're going to click on connect store, and there we have it. WooCommerce has successfully been connected. So we're going to click on OK, and then we're going to go back to dashboard. So now we see we have a bar chart because we changed over to the multi-integration view. So we can now see WooCommerce and Takealot. So if I go to my 7-day sales, you will see WooCommerce sales are the ones in purple and then Takealot sales is the one in blue. You can turn certain ones off, you can turn certain ones on. So if you want to filter between the two, you can do that. If you want to toggle the WooCommerce integration off completely and like switch it off so you have to manually turn it on, you're going to do that by clicking on the drop down right here. So now that you have WooCommerce added, there's a couple of places where you can get the info and certain things that you get access to. One of them being on the offers page. So if I navigate over to offers, you will see I'm currently on Takealot Offers. So if I switch to WooCommerce, I can see every single offer I have on my WooCommerce website, as well as my sales history, and then how much stock I have on my website for this product. You can also update descriptions and your pricing by just clicking on the item. So you are able to update stock on hand, descriptions, pricing, everything you need to regarding your WooCommerce listing. Then if we go to the orders page, you can also see the orders directly from here. So if I go and I filter at the top by Woo, you can see it says websites. And then if I click on it, it'll actually go ahead and it'll show me the address and the details of the actual order. Another place that we can go to sales analytics. So the sales analytics works out all your sales analytics for both the website and Takealot, giving you a full breakdown of how everything is doing. And then also we have the profitability analytics. This one is probably the biggest and most beneficial feature by connecting everything together, because you have a cost on your website and you have a cost on Takealot. What you're going to do is all of those costs are being pulled from TSeller, and it is populated in the profitability analytics to show you what your real figures are at the end of the day. So if I click on profitability analytics, you can see it is all my Takealot cost. It has all my fees, and then also it is deducting my cost from my website as well. But first, it won't do that automatically. You need to actually give it the cost and make sure that your costs are populated. To do that, we're literally going to go on the left-hand sidebar, one above where we are right now, Product Cost Manager. This is Takealot cost. As you can see, it says Takealot at the bottom. If we want to switch it over to our website cost, we're going to click on this and we're going to click on WooCommerce. So we can see all the way at the top that we have now 20 offers with 0 costs. So this is for our website cost. This is not for Takealot because we toggled it all the way at the bottom. So what you can do here is you can click on the bulk export data option, and then you can export a Excel file, input your cost, and then go to the bulk import option. And then you can import all your costs back into TSeller, and that's going to be used to calculate your profitability analytics and to run all your numbers. Thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate if you guys can click on that subscribe button. It really helps us a lot. And then also so that you guys can get notified when we are releasing any new content or any new features when it comes to TSeller. I really appreciate you guys watching the video, and I hope I see you guys in the next tutorial.